Restaurants can receive 60 to 100 calls every day from customers looking to make orders or book reservations. But here's the deal. For the average restaurant, a couple of these calls go unanswered, practically losing the restaurant tens of thousands of dollars every month, give or take. But luckily, with the advent of AI phone callers, savvy restaurant owners are now able to 10x their revenues and significantly cut on costs by leveraging AI phone callers. Here's a demo.
This is Cafe House Parklands branch. What can I get you today?
I'd love to get a cappuccino.
Great choice. Would you like a single, double, or triple cappuccino?
Let's go with the triple.
A triple cappuccino. Perfect. That will be 390 shillings. Would you like to add a snack to go with your cappuccino? We have delicious pastries like croissants, muffins, and sausage rolls that pair perfectly with your drink.
Okay, I haven't tasted the sausage roll. Not sure about it, but I'm sure to be awesome. So let's go with that.
Excellent choice. The sausage roll will complement your triple cappuccino perfectly. The sausage roll is 400 shillings. Your total comes to 790 shillings. How about a refreshing iced tea or a smoothie to enjoy later on? Our customers love pairing them with their meals.
Okay, how's your iced tea?
Our iced tea is refreshing and very popular. We offer a variety of options, including the classic iced tea, lemon and ginger, herbal, and even a special hibiscus ginger iced tea. It's a great choice to cool down, and customers love.
Check, let's go with the hibiscus one.
Great choice. The hibiscus ginger iced tea is both refreshing and unique. It adds 400 shillings to your total. So your updated total comes to 1190 shillings. Are you ready to provide your details for the order?
Yeah, sure.
Great. Let me capture your well-order details. What is your name?
My name is Alan Walker.
Thank you, Alan. What is your delivery address?
The address is 254 Main Street.
Thank you, Alan. And what is your payment phone number?
My phone number is 0759161451.
Great, thank you. Let's confirm your details. Your name is Alan Walker. You have ordered a triple cappuccino, a sausage roll, and a hibiscus ginger iced tea with a total amount of 1190 shillings. Your delivery address is 254 Main Street, and your payment phone number is 0759161451. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Amazing. Let me process your order. Your order has been processed. Thank you for choosing Cafe House. Your food will be delivered shortly. Have a great day, Alan.
You too, goodbye. So here I have an Airtable database that stores these order details. So here you can see a new record just entered, Alan Walker, triple cappuccino, sausage roll, all that, and delivery address, payment phone number, all that. So that's in place. Then also to simulate this going into your restaurant's POS system, we have a WhatsApp message being sent. So let me just show you. So you can see here a message just entered. It's 209 and now it's at 210. So the order is incoming order. So you can see the details are as follows: the name, the order details, the delivery address, and the payment status. So in an actual sense, I had implemented some M-Pesa SDK push, which would have come to my phone with a total order amount of 1190, and I can proceed with paying. But in this case, just wanted it to be a simple tutorial, but just to show you that payments can also be handled. So it sends the WhatsApp message to, in this case, Cafe House, telling them there's a new order, but also it saves these details to their database. So it's quite powerful of a system, because you can imagine the amount of savings it brings to a restaurant and the amount of revenue it actually adds to their bottom line. So because for example, it actually proactively upsells items. So you noticed during the call, when I said I want a cappuccino or something, it tried recommending items that go well with the cappuccino and the likes. So an actual staff member, you might tell them kindly upsell on every order, and you've told them already for the 18th time this week and they haven't. So the good thing with such an AI phone caller is consistently for every customer interaction, it will proactively upsell them on more items, hence boosting your AOV, that's your average order values. But also not even mentioning like how cheap running an AI phone caller is to paying salary expenses. Like it's just a no-brainer. So your question you're asking is how you're able to build this yourself. So let me show you. So we're building the voice bot over on a platform called Vapi. So if you're not familiar, Vapi is like an AI voice bot development tool that enables you to build voice bots without coding. So there are several voice building platforms out there, but Vapi is one I really highly recommend because they're awesome. But also there's one called Retail AI. It's been in the market recently and it's quite awesome too. So they have really proper functionalities already inbuilt into the platform. So in this case, we are using Vapi. So if you have an account on Vapi, kindly just search vapi.ai. So it's simple. Vapi.ai. Go ahead and create an account. It's the simple steps you can create with your Google account, etc. Then log into your dashboard. So when you log in, you'll arrive at something like this. Since this might be your first time building your very first voice bot, on your side, this tab will be empty. But mine, you can see it has some voice bots already. So Vapi calls a voice bot an AI assistant. So we can go ahead and create an assistant. So to create the voice bot, you just need to click on create assistant over here and it will give you a blank template so that you can start. So to build a voice bot requires three things. It's just a system prompt. Then you give it tools like the functions it handles during the call, and also data. This could be like the menu items and the respective prices. So those three things. So main part, you're going to be spending over 90% of your time in the system prompt. So we'll start with that. So you start with a like basic message. It will always start every conversation with something like, this is Cafe House Parklands, what can I get you today? Then in the system prompt is where the magic happens. Like you don't even know how much time you'll spend here, but it's worth it. Okay. So boilerplate template for starting any prompt is you'll always have a role. So wherever you see a hashtag before a word, that's like markdown formatting, which enables the AI to be able to structure the prompt and know that this section is telling me how I should behave. Then this section is explaining the task at hand. Then this section is explaining on the specifics of the task. Like it's good to structure your prompt well. So have this hashtag role, hashtag task in place. So boilerplate is just having the role, the task, the specifics. Let's go down here, the context, and under the context we have two things. This is context in regard to the business and context in regard to what the business does. Then we go to examples of an actual client conversation and how it happens. Then you'll have a section for function calling. So here you explain like the tools that are attached to the voice bot, like the functions it's able to handle live during the call. It can be saving the order details or sending an email, etc. Then down here, very important section, it's the notes section. So when you test the voice bot this time, you'll notice it messed up this specific thing. So you'll go back to your prompt, tell it, you messed up this and that, kindly fix this and that. So this is where you're going to be coming to fine tune your prompt as you interact with the voice bot and notice mistakes. So this part will actually get fuller and fuller as you continue testing the voice bot. Okay, so you can see the role here is you're a highly intelligent voice assistant, cashier for Cafe House, a fast food restaurant located in Parklands. You're very well conversant with what food items go well together and those that are thus are very good at upselling other food items. Your role is to take customer orders with key details such as their name, order items, delivery address, etc. Then your task is to listen to customer orders, collect the necessary information, including those in the brackets, confirm their details and take the order and process their order and payment. Then we go into the specifics of the actual task. You're a highly intelligent cashier. You will listen and process the customer's order details. You must follow the script provided. So the script will be provided in the examples down here. So you can see you say this and the customer says this. You say this, customer says this. So that's in the script. But let me go back. The menu where you will reference food items is attached in the knowledge base. So when I go to files over here, I've added a file. So go ahead and click choose file. Then you can add like a PDF document containing the menu items and the prices, etc. So that's how you're able to reference the knowledge base. For any customer questions or deviations, answer accurately and return to the script flow. Then here's a critical part, that knowing that upselling is a critical part of this voice bot actually bringing real impact to the restaurant. It's therefore important to like prompt it properly gearing it towards upselling as much as possible. So here's the prompt. Ensure to try and upsell the customer on more items as much as possible in order to increase how much they're spending in total. Be clever with how you upsell so that it doesn't come off as if you're forcing it on the customer, but ensure to always attempt to upsell more than 3 items that you've seen would go well with what the customer has requested. Stop upselling when the customer insists they are okay with what they've ordered. Upselling more and more items is critical to the success of Cafe House. Therefore, we appreciate you giving it your best. So notice here, I'm telling it, it's like I'm talking to a human being. Like, I actually appreciate you putting in the effort to upsell. Like, this is what we call emotion prompting, where you say something like, this is extremely critical to the success of our business, or this is a matter of life and death. Like, you either have to get it right or get it right. But point is, like, based on testings, like, it's been found that actually giving such emotion prompts within your prompt help in having the AI take keener interest in getting the right results, or thinking through it step by step to ensure it gets it right. Then ensure clarity and professionalism. So here you can pause and read through it, but I'll continue to the context part. So here we explain in regard to what the business does and what it actually sells and the likes. Then the critical part I want to touch on is in the examples. So ensure you give it like 2 or 3 examples of how an actual client conversation will go. So you can see here, customer call saying, hello, this is Cafe House, Parklands branch. What can I get you today? The customer responds and etc. So this gives an example of how the conversation will go, but the critical part is giving the AI a gist of how it should handle an actual conversation. Okay? So that it's not guessing like, after this, what should I do? Like, it has a clear picture of what it should do. Then here in the function call is, once the customer name and order details, delivery address and payment phone number are collected, run the process order function. And notice I put it in quotes because this is the exact name of the function. So if I go to my functions over here, you're able to see the function that I've created. So I'll go here, then scroll up till you see on tools, and you can see I've already attached the process order tool. Then to create a tool, you just go to Tools tab, click on Create a New Tool. Then you can either create a custom tool or a tool through make.com. But I suggest working with the custom tool. This is because if you decide to create your tool with other platforms like Zapier or In10 or Pably, you're able to still leverage the same tool and just reconfigure the webhook URL. That's simple. But if you went to the custom make.com integration, if you decide to switch to Zapier, like, it's going to be another tiresome process to reconfigure things. So just go with the custom tool. You'll get this server URL from make.com. So let me just show you the make scenario that's running this. So here I have the make.com scenario, and I'll ensure to have the link in the description so that you can access the template and just get on with it. But yeah, you can see it's a simple module that has 4 modules. Forget about this one over here. This one was handling M-Pesa payments and the likes, but for now we'll forgo that. So it starts with a trigger module. This address is what you'll copy and go and paste in within your make.com scenario. Okay, on your side you can go ahead and click add, then copy the address to clipboard, then go and paste it within your VAPI. So over here, okay, then you'll click save. Then click next. Now here is where you build your schema. Think of your schema like you're telling the tool what data to expect so that it can kickstart the process. So in this case, we need like all the order details, the customer name, the delivery address, their phone number, all this. So here's where we define the actual data that we need to pass to the tool so that it can kickstart the process. So it's just telling the AI, these are the details you need to extract from the conversation so that you can kickstart saving the order details. Okay, so I can start with the customer name, then give it a description of this is the customer's full name, then give it the data type, which in this case is a string, then save. Then add another property. In this case we need, let's say, the order details. This is a list of the items the customer has ordered. Then in the data type is an array because it's going to have a list of items. Then you can click save. Add another property. In this case we want the delivery address, so let's say address. Then describe the property and its purpose. This is the customer's home address for delivery. It's a string. I'll save. Then we can continue. So just to confirm, let me just go back to the make scenario to see what details I need. So ensure how you configure your Airtable module over here. The names of the variables match what you named them over on Vapi. So over here I can see when I was testing initially, I named mine as name with a single N capital. In this case, I should have it as name without this customer part, so just this name. But on your side, ensure that's in place. Then once you've added all the variables you need, you'll click next. Then give your tool a name, so something like create order. Then give it a description, something like this tool works to save the customer's order details. Then click next. Then here you'll configure messages like when the tool is being called, what message to say before, what message to be said between that time. So when it's actually saving the customer's order, we don't want the customer to assume that the AI has gone off and it's no longer talking to them. So we just have a message of when there's a delayed actioning of the tool. So for the start message, I can be like, awesome, let me process your order. Then if there's a delay, the AI can be like, sorry for the delay, I'm working to finalize processing the order. In case of success, ensure you leave this blank because you want it to dynamically respond based on what happens from the make scenario. So I normally just leave it blank. Then in the error message, I can be like, sorry for the inconvenience, but I'm having trouble processing your order. Then you can click create. So once you create your order, to attach it to your AI assistant, just go to assistants. Then here under functions, click on functions. Then on this drop down for tools, ensure you click on the create order one. Okay, so I already have process order, so I'll just remove it. But once you add that in place, ensure to click publish. Okay, yeah, and that's how you're able to attach a function into the voice bot itself. So just to be clear on how this make scenario works, it will receive the data. So you can see it receives the data from Vapi. If I expand this JSON, where you'll get the data is under tool calls, then first collection under function, you should be able to see the arguments. I know it seems like a long tree to reach where you want, but yeah. So this is the name, the order details, the amount, etc, all that. So that's in place and that's working properly. Then once you receive the data, you want to save it to your Airtable. So on your side, you need to connect to your Airtable account. For this, if you don't have an Airtable account, just search airtable.com. I have plenty of tutorials on how you're able to connect this, but it's quite simple. Just ask ChatGPT and it can help you. But all you need is like an access token from your account. So you'll go to build a hub over at Airtable, generate a new access token, then come and paste it in here. So when you click add connection over here, you should be able to see connection type. Click on Airtable token, then you'll paste in here your access token, and that's all you need to do to access your Airtable account. Then you'll ensure that you've created a table for the actual database. So you'll create a database, it's quite easy. Then create a table, define the columns that are within the table. So in this case, I have name, order, amount, delivery address, etc. Then when I come here to my make scenario, I should be able to see those columns in place. So I click on the table that I want, which is the orders table, as you can see here. Then the columns, when I click on the column, I should be able to easily just insert the data that comes in from Vapi. So when you expand the tool calls, function, expand the arguments, you're able to click on the exact item that you want to add. So like that's an example, okay? But let me return that. Then you can do the same thing for the order, the amount, the delivery address, and the phone number. Then click OK to save the changes. Then once that's in place, initially I had put here a module to handle sending an M-Pesa payment prompt to the customer's phone number. But in this case, I wanted it to be a simple tutorial. But just know that we're able to handle payments during the call and actually verify that the payment was successfully done before proceeding with the order. So whether your restaurant does pay on delivery or pay before delivery, either way, we're able to handle each case. Then after that, it's going to send a webhook response back to Vapi telling it was a success. So in this case, this success field, I initially had it to be put in dynamically based on the success of the payment. But since we are not handling the payment details, I had coded to just say success either way. Then after sending the response, it will send me a WhatsApp message. I'm actually acting like Cafe House WhatsApp number, where I receive the order details. So ensure you have a WhatsApp business account, a Meta business account. Then go online and just search tutorials on how you're able to connect WhatsApp to your make.com scenario. In this tutorial, I don't want to touch on it because it can go down a tangent, and this is a simple tutorial. But yeah, so that's how the make scenario works. I'll ensure to provide it, link in the description. So back here to the prompt, once you've already told the AI when to call the function to save the order details, here in the notes is where, once I've tested the voice bot a couple of times, I'll come here to tweak the prompt. So for example, I tested it and I noticed it wasn't following the script sometimes, so I caution it to ensure it follows the script. Then here, emphasizing the point of upselling and how important it is to our revenues. Then so on and so forth. So you can pause and read through the prompt itself. That's a prompt. In the transcriber, we normally don't touch much in regard to this, so but it's good to test once you see that working with different accents, the transcriber, which is like the speech to text model, is having trouble translating various accents. So you can come here to the provider and test out different transcribers to see which ones are most efficient in terms of transcribing the user's voice to text. Then here in the voice is where you're able to alter the voice based on your accent. I initially actually had a voice that's more geared to my accent, which is Kenyan accent, but unfortunately I had 11 labs in place, and when I was testing, I forgot not to use 11 labs because I actually ran out of my credits, and for the demo was forced to use Katija, which sounds less Kenyan, but actually, to be honest, I had the voice. So let me show you. 11 labs is here. Then the actual voice, I called it Java voice. Where is it? So you're able to see it here. When you play this, it actually sounds more African. So we're able to handle that very easily. Then here in the functions, same case, just attaching the tools we have created. In the advanced section, we don't touch much on this. So I'll just not touch on that. Then, one thing I forgot, here in the functions, we have what we call end call phrases. This is like when the AI says this, then it should be able to end the call from its side, so that we're not having the voice bot staying on call and there's no conversation happening. Okay, that's a wastage of resources. So we want to tell the AI, if you say any of these words, end the call. So if it says something like goodbye or bye-bye or goodbye with a space or have a great day, whatever, it's able to end the call from its side. Make sense? So yeah, that's it. So once you have built the voice bot in place, the prompt is ready, and the tools that you've added are working properly, and the data you've confirmed is being referenced properly, to deploy it to an actual phone number, you just come here to phone numbers. You can either have 3 ways of getting your phone number. One is through Twilio. So Twilio is very good for phone numbers. Vonage, which is a competitor of Twilio, I haven't worked with it honestly, but Twilio is really awesome because they give you 1 free number for your free account. So that's awesome. But also, if you don't want the long process of connecting to your Twilio number, you can use Vapi to handle that, which in the backend they're just using Twilio, but they're adding an extra cost for the convenience of you not having to go to Twilio to get, let's say, your auth ID or your auth token, like all these things. Okay, so to get your phone number, just search twilio.com. So just go twilio.com, create an account, you log into your console. Then I won't touch on this because this scope for this tutorial is a simple tutorial. So but you're able to get your free phone number as well as the details you need. So if I go and import a phone number over here, you're able to see I need my Twilio account SID and Twilio auth token, which is quite easy. Like when you log into your console, that's exactly what you see up. You'll see your phone number, your Twilio account SID, and your Twilio auth token. And that's all you need to import your phone number. And from there is just attaching the assistant so that when this phone number is called, this specific assistant handles the call. So in this case, I'll go with Cafe House or the handling bot. And yeah, that's it. So when someone calls the number, they're able to talk to the voice bot. Okay, but yeah, that's it. That's how you're able to like build a powerful AI voice bot that's able to completely transform how you take in orders in your restaurant or booking reservations, like ensuring that you're available 24/7 and not missing any calls. Because the reality of the matter is, you can imagine missing 18 or 15 calls a day, and the customer isn't calling to ask how your day is. they're calling to bring money into your business. So if you're missing those calls, you're practically losing money on a month or a day-to-day basis. So having such a voice bot in place not only boosts your brand, because the customer will be like, these guys are awesome, always available for me, but also you 10x your revenue, like you boost your average order values, and you're able to cut on costs of actually having an entire team picking in calls and taking in orders and the likes. Can be quite expensive when you're scaling. So the best part is such AI voice bot systems are very easy to scale. So let's say you're planning to launch a new restaurant branch in wherever it is, and you're planning to have everything in place from day one. To be able to train an entire team to handle calls will take some time. The best part is AI, you just deploy it to a specific phone number for that branch and it's ready from day one. So whatever voice bot you built for branch A can immediately be deployed within minutes for branch B, without having to train an entire team and planning how you're going to pay them salaries. Like, it's a total mess you don't want to go through. And yeah, if you want such systems built for your restaurants or your business in general, we at Big Rip have years of expertise building such systems. So feel free to click the link in the description, visit our website and book in a meeting with our team. Anyways, that's it from me. Till next time, stay survey. Peace.